Doctor reversed stage 4, cancer with a blender. At 30 years old, a young doctor from Taiwan was told he was done. Stage 4 lung cancer. It had already spread. The doctors gave him just months to live. They said surgery was pointless. Chemo? Too late. But somehow, he walked out of that death sentence alive. And not just alive, thriving. He never took a single pill, never sat through chemotherapy. And for the next 40 years, he never caught a cold. No checkups, no meds, just life. His name is Dr. Tom Wu. And his cure? You will not find it in any hospital, because it came from something most people throw away. Fruit skins, seeds, stems, the parts that go in the trash. But for Dr. Wu, that waste became medicine. Real medicine. And to understand how he pulled this off, we need to go back to the moment everything changed. Dr. Wu did not always believe in natural healing. He trained in France, Western medicine, white coats, pills, protocols. But the system failed him. When cancer hit, it did not matter how many degrees he had. No treatment could stop what was happening inside his lungs. Faced with death, he did something unexpected. He prayed. While flipping through a Bible, something caught his attention. A line about how humans were given every plant, fruit, and seed-bearing herb for nourishment. He paused. It sounded too simple. Vegetables? Could that really replace chemo? But the more he thought about it, the more it made sense. He looked at what he had been eating. Greasy meats, sugary snacks, fried everything. Maybe food was not just part of the problem, maybe it was also the cure. So he made a decision. If his body was going to give up, it would do so on vegetables, not chemicals. That choice changed everything. He gave up heavy dinners, started drinking fruit smoothies, he drank clean water, he sunbathed, meditated, slept early. No drugs, no surgeries, just raw, unfiltered nature. 9 months later, doctors found no trace of cancer in his body. Gone. But Dr. Wu did not stop there. He got curious. How did this work? Why had food succeeded when medicine failed? He went on to earn a PhD in natural medicine, then began testing and refining his approach. And what he discovered would challenge everything the health industry wanted people to believe. According to Dr. Wu, the key is not just eating healthy. It is knowing how your body works and feeding it what it actually needs. He developed what he called the 3-horsepower blender protocol. Not juicing, not supplements. Blending. When you juice fruits and vegetables, you throw away the skins, seeds, and fiber. But that is where the power is. Inside those tough parts most people spit out, that is where phytochemicals live. These are not vitamins or minerals. They are natural chemical compounds that tell your body what to do. Some wake up the immune system, some dissolve plaque, some stop rogue cells before they become dangerous. And when you blend the whole fruit, skin, and seed and all, you unlock all of it. But you need a powerful blender, one strong enough to break open seeds. That is why he recommends a 3-horsepower blender. If your machine cannot release those compounds, you are just drinking flavored water. What came next surprised even him. People started following his method, not just for cancer, but also for diabetes, heart issues, even autism. And the results? Difficult to explain, but impossible to ignore. A woman in Texas reversed pancreatic cancer using his smoothie method. Another man balanced his blood sugar without insulin, just by drinking blended Swiss chard and following Dr. Wu's food plan. Even children with autism showed improvements in speech and focus after adding cilantro to their smoothies. Why cilantro? Because it binds to heavy metals like mercury, which some believe are linked to developmental issues. And while that theory is still debated, what is not debatable is what Dr. Wu saw firsthand. But food was not the only pillar of his healing. There were 5 others. Each one helped rebuild his immune system. Let us break it down. Number 1. Bowel movements. Dr. Wu insisted on 3 to 4 a day. Waste that sits in your gut becomes toxic. It stresses your liver, raises cholesterol, and weakens your immunity. Number 2. Smoothies. He recommended 6 per day, spaced around meals. Start with sour fruits like green apples, pineapple, kiwi, and grapes. Keep the skin. Use the seeds. Add herbs like cilantro and parsley. Blend them with vegetables like Swiss chard. Drink slowly. Number 3. Sunlight. Dr. Wu got 30 minutes of direct sunlight every day. No sunscreen, no hiding. UV rays help convert cholesterol into vitamin D and vitamin A. These boost the immune system, help bones, and support skin repair. Number 4. Exercise. Just 30 minutes of gentle movement per day. Walking, breathing exercises, stretching. Not long workouts. More than that becomes stress, not healing. Number 5. Hot and cold showers. 3 minutes of hot water, followed by 30 seconds of cold. Repeat 3 times. This shock to the system boosts circulation, clears the lymphatic system, and wakes up your metabolism. It is uncomfortable, but healing is not always easy. Now here is the idea that rattled the medical world. Dr. Wu believed your diet should match your blood type. People with blood type O need some meat, goat's milk too. Type A should eat fruits, grains, and stay away from meat and dairy. Type B and AB should avoid beef and chicken. He also believed in syncing meals with your internal clock. From 4 a.m. to noon, your body wants to flush out waste. So breakfast should be light and full of fiber. Smoothies work best. From noon to 8 p.m., your body is focused on absorbing nutrients. This is when you should eat your biggest meal. Vegetables, grains, maybe a little fish or egg. After 8 p.m., your body goes into repair mode. No food, no snacks. Sleep by 10 p.m. because between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is when your immune system resets and your cells repair. If all this sounds like a lot, keep this in mind. Dr. Wu lived this way for decades. He never got sick again. No colds, no flu, no medication. He published his full method in a book called Dr. Wu's Principle of Natural Cures. It was originally written in Chinese, then translated into multiple languages. He has taught this approach in over 20 countries. He has spoken at global wellness events and guided thousands back to health. So why do so few people know his name? Maybe because his method cannot be bottled. Maybe because it does not sell well in pharmacies. Or maybe because it sounds too simple. But that is what makes it powerful. For decades, we have been told that sickness is complicated, that we need labs, machines, and high-cost medicine to fix it. But what if that is not true? What if the body already knows how to heal? It just needs the right fuel. Stop flooding it with sugar, stress, and processed junk. Start giving it what nature always intended. Dr. Wu did not find a miracle. He just stopped interfering with his immune system. And once it had the right tools, it did the job. Watch the next video for more real health stories.